guys, so today I thought I'd talk about my favorite sunscreens for daily, everyday type use. Like days where you're not necessarily outside sitting in the sun for hours, but days where you're in, out, running errands, working, at home, things like that. So I consider these to be more elegant, but not necessarily super stubborn, waterproof, water resistant, things like that. So my first one is the Lab Birch Sun Cream SPF 50. I do want to mention they recently came out with a couple new versions of this. So I think they made a tone up version, and then I think a redness reducing version. And I think a mineral version. So keep that in mind. This is the original one. Well, this is a reformulated one. It's fragrance free, does not contain any denatured alcohol, uses 4 chemical filters and no white cast, and really just works like feels just like a lotion on your skin. It's just really wonderful. So certainly worth considering some of their newer ones. I'll have to sort them, vet them out. But anyway, so there you go. They're literally invisible. So doesn't get any better than that. So there we go with that. Next up, the Kinship Selfreflect. Kinship recently came out with a rose version of this, and they also came with the sport version sunscreen, which is also really wonderful. This one does have a light vanilla scent to it, which vanilla is actually not bad for your skin. It's beneficial, non-irritating. It has a kind of a neutralizing tone to it, a bit of a tint. Alcohol-free, uses 22% zinc oxide, and really just a nice sunscreen for day-to-day use. Not the one I'd probably pick if I was going to be out on the boat all day, but if I was, I'd probably pick the sport version of this. It's also really nice. I'll definitely review that one ASAP. Okay, next up we've got Hello Sunday. This is the one, the everyday one. They have a serum, they've got a primer, they have a mineral version, they have an eye one now, they've got a mist now. This is the very first one I tried and I love it. It's very, very effective. Moisturizer basically with sunscreen, chemical filters, no fragrance, no alcohol. It contains 8 filters. And I will say some of these ones from Hello Sunday when we tested with the UV camera, it was amazing how you could tell just how dramatic and great coverage this one had. So really worth checking out. I will link to that one below. Next up, we've got the Isehan Kiss Me Mommy SPF 50 Sunscreen, Lotion Sunscreen. It's fragrance and alcohol free. Uses 3 chemical filters. Typically, on a day if it's very sunny out, it's summer, I'm going to be outside all day, I would not pick a sunscreen that only contains 3 filters. But this one is just a nice one for day-to-day use or like in the winter, things like that, because it literally feels like a lotion. Probably wouldn't recommend anyone use this on a day where they're going to be out a lot, sweating, things like that. But just on a day-to-day basis, it's a really nice one. So there we go. Next up is the Nivea Zero Feeling UV Lotion, and that is at Docodemo, and I will link to that below. And it's harder to find now, but this one's really nice. Liquid texture, no fragrance, and it does contain alcohol. It uses 4 chemical filters. Here's just a little amount of it on my hand, and I'll smooth it in, but it really absorbs really quickly, sets to kind of a slightly matte finish, more kind of natural, slightly matte. No white cast, uses 4 chemical filters, so really wonderful. Definitely has alcohol in there, but no fragrance, but you can smell the alcohol in there. So, okay, next up, we've got the Hyggee Vegan Sun Cream SPF 50. This is a really nice fragrance-free chemical sunscreen with the lotion texture, no white cast. Uses 5 filters, and it literally just feels like nothing on your skin. It's really wonderful product overall. They've got several different sun products, so those are all worth checking out, but literally applies invisibly. So wonderful. Love this stuff. Highly recommend checking it out. Got a couple left, and then I've got 2 runners up because I can never make up my mind. I always have to have a runner up because yeah, that's why. Okay, we've got the Skin Aqua UV Moisture Essence Gold SPF 50, fragrance free, does contain alcohol, contains 3 chemical filters, and I would say this one has a slight cast to it. It's not terribly noticeable, at least for me, but for darker, deeper tones, it'll probably be a little bit more noticeable, but I still really like this one, and under foundation, it's just wonderful. Okay, next up we've got the Can Make Mermaid UV Gel Clear. However, I do want to mention they have a white version, which is brightening, which is just basically a sunscreen with a white cast. And then they now have a mint version for evening out skin tones, which is wonderful. So they've got clear, mint, and white shades. It's fragrance-free. It's alcohol-free. Combo mineral chemical sunscreen with 5 filters. So well worth checking out. And really love it. It's really nice one. So if you haven't tried it, I recommend checking it out. And then last but not least for the winners, this one is ridiculously expensive, but it's still one I love, and I wish I didn't love it, but I do. It's the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen. Mineral sunscreen, fragrance-free, alcohol-free. Well, it does contain, I think, T-butyl alcohol towards the very end, but it doesn't have the amount of alcohol like some of the other ones do. It gives skin a nice glow, although it's ridiculously expensive. So I can't quite get over recommending something that's $60 for such a small bottle, but still a decent one if you are looking to splurge. And then my 2 runners-up, Naked Sundays Collagen Glow Cream and the B Lab Matcha Hydrating Sun Cream. I love these 2. They're wonderful, and to be honest, I could have made this list a lot longer, but these are just my ultimate favorite ones that I'd recommend. So anyway, interested in hearing from you guys if you have a favorite daily go-to sunscreen and maybe like a favorite sport sunscreen if you're out a lot longer. Do you guys use 2 different ones, or you just pick one and go with it no matter what? I don't know. I'm curious. So leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.